Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Richard Jewell. This is a 2019 film. It is rated R. It runs 2 hours and 11 minutes, and it stars Paul Walter Hauser, Sam Rockwell, and Brandon Stanley, among others and among others. The description: American security guard Richard Jewell saves thousands of lives from an exploding bomb at the 1996 Olympics, but is vilified by journalists and the press who falsely reported that he was a terrorist. This is Richard Jewell. There we go, all set. Well, hello everyone. I know I'm kind of late to the party on this movie. A lot of people saw it in theater. A lot of people saw it even after the theater. And I'm just kind of getting around to it because it's been on my list, but I have a large list of movies to watch. So I finally got around to this last night, and I have seen it now. I don't know what else to say. This is kind of a really perfect example of a true story movie that I don't care about, that I didn't need to see in theater, that I am not going to ever watch again, that is just fine. It's a true story. So what? This is the perfect example of it. So that's my review. Now, I'll say this for the large cast because a lot of people do like to buy into movies like this. That it is a large cast. All these actors are pretty well renowned and everything. The story is fine, and the characters all balance off of each other pretty well. And the thing that makes it kind of boring is that after they get the initial, surprise out of the way, it's recurring dialogue. It's spinning its wheels as far as the investigation goes. Everybody knows that they have nothing on him, and they're just trying to make it, spin to sound, believable in their eyes. And, when you're watching a true story, you know the ending. So you have to be surprised or shocked somehow. And there's just none of that in this movie. And at the end, when they finally do reveal, who the bomber was, there's no explanation of how they got there. They just spend the whole movie investigating Richard, not trying to investigate or find out or let us know how they found out who the real guy was. So it's really, really strange. Just a very simple movie, very straightforward, not really great to watch. The description online says that he saved thousands of lives. I don't know. Maybe, 100 lives. I mean, I don't know. Nobody would have ever really known. But the way they filmed this, he saved, at least 10 off of this tower. And then, the surrounding area. But he was part of a team, and he says that in the movie. And so why this all gets blown out of proportion anyways, I don't really know. It's just that he's the most outspoken person. If any of the cops said, oh yeah, I discovered the bag, they probably believe that person. But it's just a really strange story, really strange situation, really strange how they handled it. The lady that plays Richard Jewell's mother in this, she's fine, but she's had better performances. And the guy who's the cop in this, he's very, very bland. He only has one motivation, that Richard Jewell is it. And we don't really get to find out. I mean, maybe it's a little personal between them, but the motivation is hard to see. The lady who's the reporter in this, she's like the worst person. They actually say it in the movie. Like, you are a terrible human being. She really is. She basically flirts her way to getting her first bit of information. She becomes some kind of hero off of that, and then she gets caught for twisting things, and she tries to stand up for herself, and she gets even more ugly. That's ridiculous. She really ruined this movie for me for a lot of different reasons. The guy that is the lawyer and the friend of Richard in this movie, he is the bright spot for sure. You know, he knows how to be funny while being serious, and he brought a flavor to this movie that at least made it bearable and made it interesting and let you watch the whole thing without being completely bored. Um, the guy that played Richard, he's fine, but the lawyer is truly the bright spot, in his relationship with Richard was the interesting stuff. So obviously I can't advise this. I know a lot of people have seen it already, and if you feel like you have to watch it like me, then just go ahead and watch it. But it's nothing special, nothing intriguing, nothing crazy, and it's a story about something that happened, and there's no resolution to it. There's no big surprise. It's just a story. So if you want to hear it, congratulations. For the well done version of this movie that they did with all the stars and everything taken into consideration, I'm gonna give Richard Jewell a B minus. I think that's fair. I don't think I plan on seeing it again ever again, but it's a movie, it's a story. See it if you will. A B minus for Richard Jewell. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get something to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.